Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of our Food for Thought series with the one and only Dr. Ajay. We are back with the letter Q, and I think we're switching it up again. We're mixing it up. Who do you have for our letter Q?
My album CD is in the car, so I can't show it to you, but I know, have one too. But it's Tribe Called Quest, and we're just going to call them Quest for the purposes of having a letter Q.
That's all right. Look at this. Got the hologram, effect on it. This is why I miss CDs, right? Like, you can be a little DJ when you
Tactile. Yeah.
But A Tribe Called Quest, which of course is made up of Q-Tip and Ali Shaheed and
Shaheed
Muhammad and Jarobi White, and of course Phife Dawg, rest in peace. And I'm actually really glad that we're switching it up for this. I think that when people think, just like with Kendrick, or just like with who's the other?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I think that we are naturally going to think about A Tribe Called Quest when we hear or see the letter Q. So I'm excited for this. And what song did you pick?
The song that I memorized as a kid, and that I liked one line because I found it very affirming when I was a child.
Okay.
This is the song I like best for just the rhyming. It's called Check the Rhyme.
Yes.
But my actual favorite song for the music, for the beat, is Electric Relaxation. Ooh. But I like the lyrics on Check the Rhyme better. So you can check both songs out, but I will share some of the lyrics from Check the Rhyme.
Was this your first song that you ever memorized?
It's definitely one of the earliest songs. This is like Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Roots, Wu-Tang Clan, like the whole the first two albums of Guru, Jazzmatazz 1, Jazzmatazz 2. There's that whole, it's like a 99 beeline bus ride from the east side to Kitsilano. Listening to and memorizing all of these songs, and it still astounds me to this day. Like, you hear the cue, you know the words. So yeah,
it's beautiful how that works. It's so wonderful. Like, I love that. For me, it was the 160, being on the bus listening. I had, like, it's so funny, all those artists that you just named, I found them all while I was reaching for this one. So this is exciting. Are we gonna get a full, like, are you gonna just rap for us?
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the lyrics.
There's no such thing as reading lyrics.
We'll see how it goes.
I can give you like a
it's a dream deferred. I'd like to be a rapper, but I think I missed that boat. But next lifetime.
Oh, it's never too late. It's never too late. All right, so so I guess before we get into the lyrics, because we've done this with everyone else, why did you select A Tribe Called Quest? I mean, it's obvious for me. I'm a fan as well, but what was your reason?
Well, nostalgia, I guess, memory, like just that was my music that I enjoyed in my teens. But now, like, I listen to a lot of jazz, and I realized hip hop got me into soul music, hip hop got me into jazz, hip hop got me into funk, because they sampled from all of them, right? So now a fun game I like to play is when I hear the jazz original. Because like the one thing I like about, and why I'm including, to me, like, if we're talking about Black thinking, Black thought, Black philosophy, you can't remove music from it, obviously, right? So, but one thing I really like about Black music, because I like, as I said, jazz, hip hop, soul. I listen to a lot of like Afro beat from the original, like from the 60s, and Afro beats now. I listen to Ethiopian jazz. So what you learn when you listen to and if you're really like into music like that, and I have a lot of people really into music in my life, DJs and so on, you realize it's a dialogue they're having. They reference each other, they cite each other, they sample each other's music. There's how many versions of Summertime, the jazz song, right? Like, they're all in conversation with each other. And that's, books are the same. Writers are in conversation, they get ideas, they get inspiration, they're in a dialogue. So there's a prof who's already done it, but like one of my dreams to teach is to teach a course that is black music, black thought. We can call the course Black Thought, and it's black music, hip hop, you know, soul, jazz, whatever, from the continent, from North America, from Europe, from wherever black people are found, books, and the conversations they're having about life as black people, like resistance and healing and growth and spirituality and politics and beauty and life and relationships, like all of it. So yeah, that's what I like. So for me, Tribe Called Quest is just one of it's the kind of hip hop that is, these guys aren't that deep, like they're not political, especially political, like aside from sharing the realities of their lives, but the beats, the music, the rhyming, the fun, the storytelling, like, and just that era of hip hop that was, you know, conscious to a degree, but also just where they're just celebrating being, that it was just fun. So just, you know, young dudes having fun, and it resonates for me.
I was so surprised to realize that they formed or started in 85. I think in my mind, I believed it was like the 90s. Because you know when you have older siblings and they're introducing you to music, you automatically believe that music started on that day. Yeah. So,
I didn't actually realize that either. You know, for me, that they are the epitome of 90s hip hop. So
exactly.
From the 80s.
From the 80s.
You had to start at some point. Yeah.
They were growing and blossoming and thriving and you know, that I think maybe perhaps the peak was at the 90s, you know, early almost 2000s. But yeah, I was shocked to learn that. So what are these bars that you're about to drop for us? I'm excited.
It's just the thing I like about hip hop, which we have, by the way, in like run and tradition. I'll try not to butcher it, but I think it's called Kwivuga. Mm-hmm. This whole thing of battling somebody while you're hyping yourself up or while you're introducing yourself, like that whole style of, and hip hop being like about oral history, like so many black cultures are. Mm-hmm. So this is him introducing himself in this, where they're introducing their crew, and I guess it's from their first or second album. Mm-hmm. They're introducing themselves. It's like basketball too, like the bravado. You got to show up and be like, you know, I know who I am. This is who I am. Who are you? But it's play, but it's relational. It's cultural. I don't know. Yeah. So they're introducing themselves in this song called Check the Rhyme.
Yeah. And here's a fun introduction of how nice I am. Tell your mother, tell your father, send a telegram. I'm like an energizer because you see I last long. My crew is never ever whack because we stand strong. Now, if you say my style is whack, you're dead wrong. I say that body and I'll segundo them, push it along. You'd be a fool not to reply the Phife is not the man, because you know, and I know, that you know who I am. A special shout out piece goes out to all my pals you see, and a middle finger goes for all you punk MCs. And he goes on, but he's citing his own songs. So El Segundo, yes. Push It Along, those are titles of other songs. And then the other one is Q-Tip. This one is the one that I really appreciated as a teenager. Mm-hmm. Okay, if knowledge is the key, then just show me the lock. Got the scrawny legs, but I move just like lube rock with speed. I'm agile, plus I'm worth your while. 100% intelligent black child. My optic presentation sizzles the retina. How far must I go to gain respect? Well, it's kind of simple. Just remain your own. Go.
I'm just imagining young MJ. I'm imagining the picture that your brother actually painted.
Intelligent black child.
I'm imagining MJ
sizzles the retina.
A backpack full of books, the books in one hand, dribbling and rapping at the same time.
1,000%. Yeah.
I love it. And I can't imagine, like, what did it do for you? Like, when you heard it back then, like, what did it make you feel?
Well, I think I like that lyric because I was like, because that's who we. So you know you grew up in Vancouver. I grew up in Vancouver. Mm-hmm. Hip hop rappers, whatever. That's who gave me a reflection back of myself that I could absolutely not get living in Vancouver, right? So I identified, like, at a certain point, I thought I was African American, just because because that was the only reflection, even if that wasn't quite my community, quite my culture, it was close enough. Like, and so it just gave me, but it was also cool. I don't know. It was also the storytelling, the wordplay, It was to me, above all else, it gave me stories. So it's the same thing I like about books that I like about hip hop. It's just people that I can relate to that have different but similar circumstances, giving me their take on the world. And like, that was inspiring, that was affirming, or that made me have questions, made me feel like, you know, what's my story? Made me feel like I could tell my story. So, and then just the music's beautiful, you know? So I think I feel like life is stories. Stories.
I'm hearing a common thread in our conversations, which is that these artists and authors have created language and opportunity for us to express ourselves the way that we see ourselves. And so that, again, is the reason why this series exists, right? It's like, these are the voices and words that have impacted us the most, and that we want to continue celebrating. So that is our letter Q, and we will be back. Thank you, guys.